Hello, my name's Tom, and this is a continuation on how you can invest in yourself while prepping for hurricane season. If you happen to live in Hurricane Alley, because it's expected to be an exceptionally rough hurricane year. Now for some of the more fun stuff, because we already did electronic gadgets, boring. We did food, boring. Now we're going to talk about bladed stuff. And, people seem to like blades. So, we're going to focus on how to try to do things effectively and yet affordably with one somewhat larger purchase in there. You should have a folding knife of some variety, preferably a multi-tool. I'm going to start by looking at a Swiss Army knife. This one is the Super Tinker. The Tinker is also good. It's got a large blade. It's got a small blade. Okay, that's standard. This one comes with scissors. That's kind of useful. It's got your small slotted screwdriver slash can opener. I'm not sure that can opener is necessary in this day and age, but some cans don't have pop tops, and that'll help. Bottle opener and a wider slotted screwdriver. And let's see, on the back, you've got a T-handle Phillips. Not the most convenient thing. See, you've got a hook, which is really only useful in my experience for carrying a tied bundle of things. But aside from that, not the most useful. And you've got an awl, which is nifty for projects and like poking through things. But, again, really, the scissors and the knife on here, that's really the only thing I would use this for. Now we're going to go with something that generally outperforms the Swiss Army knife in all but one area, because I forgot. With a toothpick, that's kind of useless, unless you don't care, but make sure you clean that thing. And then there's the tweezers that come with all Swiss Army knives, which is actually great for pulling splinters. So yeah, I actually use that part a lot too. But this is the Leatherman Wave Plus, and this has kind of like been their flagship for years, which not exactly work tools for me as an electrician, but as a handy thing to carry around, yeah, I carry it on my belt. It comes with a carrying pouch, not this pouch. This is the pouch that I make for it. But the one that it comes with is actually really sturdy and useful. It has a Phillips that you can actually use straight. So much better than the T-handle variety. All the tools lock in place. It'll have your bottle opener and your bottle cap. Yeah, it'll have that. It'll have your can opener. It's also got scissors, smaller than the Swiss Army knife ones, but still pretty useful. I've used them before. I'm okay with that for sewing projects. Got your slotted screwdriver. It's got a set of a precision slotted screwdriver, and that reverses into a precision Phillips screwdriver. Of course, your needle nose and some small wire cutters. You don't go cutting nails or fences with those. And on the outside, you have your regular blade. You have a serrated blade, which is really good for cutting lines, rope, as opposed to, shaving into some wood or carving into something. The serrated blades are better for, cutting through ropes and lines. You got a file. One side's a coarse, and this side's kind of more of like a diamond grit honing thing. And then you've got a narrow, super coarse edge for the file. In one of my videos, in a pinch, you could use that to sharpen a blade or an axe. I wouldn't enjoy doing it, but it's there if you need it. And then, of course, you have a small, really sharp saw, and it's got that sharp 90-degree spine on it if you're into lighting things with a ferro rod. So, Leatherman Wave Plus, superior to the Swiss Army knife in all but one area. It doesn't come with tweezers. If you don't feel like carrying every tool under the sun because it all takes up space, a micro Swiss Army knife will give you the tweezers, and it'll give you an extra blade if you should need it without taking up all the pocket space. Alright, now you should also have a fixed blade knife. You don't need to break the bank on this. Sure, if you want, get something heavy duty, full tang and all that. But the Mora knife, Mora Companion and the Mora Companion HD, or heavy duty, they're really good. Now, carbon steel has issues, of course, when it comes to water. So if this is part of your hurricane survival kit, get the stainless steel one. Make sure you go with stainless steel. Now, it has a drainage hole in the bottom of its plastic sheath with the belt loop. This comes with all Mora knives. Eventually, the plastic can loosen up over time and it can pop out instead of locking in. But with a hair dryer, you can soften it up and remold it to tighten it up a bit if you're handy like that. And then finally, your hatchet. Camper's axe or hatchet. Do not get a full-size felling axe. Definitely not a splitting axe or a maul. A hatchet, or at most a camper's axe. Camper's axe is just a bit longer than a hatchet, has a bit more heft to it. This is an Estwing one. It's a popular store brand, steel handle, so you don't have to worry about that. I removed the protective coating that was on it because it was old and scuzzy and looked terrible, and I put some black primer on it. It could use a touch-up on the primer. Nice thing about Estwing axes, a lot of them come with a sheath to go over your blade. It's always nice when it comes with, safety things that should be necessary to carry your equipment, because it's an axe, and for the most part, for some reason, I don't know why, they don't come with a cover for your blade. They do not come sharp. You have to put an edge on it yourself, so when you purchase your hatchet, make sure you can put a edge on it. I've done videos on that before. I'll probably do another one in the near future. But I'll try to remember to link that one in the comments below. So, really affordable. Pretty affordable. Kind of expensive. This is like $105, I think. And affordable. So, these are things that before hurricane season happens, you can buy them a piece at a time, one thing a week, or with the expensive things, maybe wait 2 weeks, and this purchase will cover 2 weeks worth of purchases instead of one. And by spacing it out over time, it doesn't really hurt to buy all these things, and you're not stuck in a pinch after the fact or right before the big storm. You have these ready to go. And trust me, if you start carrying little things like the Swiss Army knife and the Leatherman Wave and using them, you're going to get to that point where you're like, how did I actually get by without this handy dandy thing? So even without a hurricane, seriously, it's really convenient to have those. So like, share, subscribe, please comment if you think there's something I've missed or something you think could be better in terms of blades to have when it comes to hurricanes. Please let me know in the comments. Have a lovely day.